said it. To be honest. You came out here fresh out of your awful time of waiting. Can't wait. You have to tell them, and I can't believe.
Provide you those of reason. First over there, the map is. Nothing but your face. How dare you, sir? No longer be a point to collapse your head above fluidity. Give you a sandwich. You don't like sandwiches. Where one of my recruits succeeded at one of the residence homes. After the attack, he thought to join up, but Alas, it's not easy because training isn't having as immediate an effect as you wish. He became rather pissed and I know not what to do. I fear that he will take my encouragement. If you spoke with him, however, he might take your word to heart. I ask you to find him himself in the streets that has not. Take him there, and I'll find that not reliable with the spirits as Right, but let's hope that it will definitely, but supposing the guard now just awkward him and he's so sick of the upset, but when I say it out loud, it doesn't. That's resolved to be interested in everything. Yes, here I am, will come in and will be the hero. Step on the right path. You remind me of this path I want to follow from my way. We are pretty enough to sort of find it. Nothing can happen. All I can think is of coming to me when I would love more quality. During the patrol, that's when I need to practice. You shall have it with me, guardsman. Poetry, our sense of soul. Apologies, helping us provide I'm composing a gift to my aged grandmother who is recite some song which convey her endless grief and birth. Must explore the mirror matriarch of poet's emotion that when the expense evokes in the heart. I'm sure you understand that. I'm begging you assist me. Ask not to say what the night sky means to me. That is different than what I imagined to be the writer and poet that somehow a man that's really true, but I saw it myself. I wonder when I write to my friend. It's my over in the darkness. You're the warrior of darkness, and I asked you for help with my poetry. Thank goodness I didn't insist on assigning you. I might have died of shame just now. Oh, you need to matter. I really think it out quite well. And now we have this early chat. matter of fact, several citizens prepared a small gift for you to show they're busy in the city. They saw you. I will let you know when here is far. The ones that justice have used as intervals, Kobo and self-civic, no instructions to say guarding. What was your name? Kenan. The children. Your most your leprosy. I want to present you this gift smaller. When you go into your too much. Free and rotate and make it open. Children have been difficult to step in the land. Oh, thank you. Vegetables growing here for you. Then when you eat the food, it will good for you. By promise. Our destination is the ocean floor here. We may need to make this expedition age on the face, being what we want. Rather than waste words on information, I bid thee follow me on the sun, which is the somewhat. I mean, me and Alize and Lise could do this. That there. I literally did not see that there. Did that just appear now? I didn't see that there. Very well. My big brother, all of a sudden he was starting to talk about how he feels with courage. Then he hopped on Tama and flew off in a direction above the village all by himself. The ghost in that place. Why he doesn't come back? I don't want to be alone. fly up there and find my brother. Would you forgive me for looking like I could be of trouble in your favor? It's my wordless, lucky-sucking brother. He promised that he helped without struggle with me, but I bet you feel and agree that he allowed you instead of absolutely nothing to him. I told him time again that he must shoulder his fair share of the work and his share of the stone wall. I beg you to unleash a full spirit energy and lift it up. Be there when you see me. Brother, what for? I'll ask your trouble with these things here. So then, my son's gone started fishing, as it turns out, I'm needing to head back. A few fish was delivered of It so happens that my boy taking my ear off about how he wants to be the one to deliver it. I made a delivery of mine. I don't know. Perhaps my friend is very lazy as fishermen yet to arrive. I refuse to keep that waiting any longer. Then take these orders for the fishermen who can get on them. Mind the delicious sauce, the bloody job. They're so clearly forgotten about it. This will be taking a little more time. You see? I afraid everyone can say I went to make it a little earlier, but the girl was nowhere to be found. Perhaps we just missed each other. Anyway, here they are. Oh, she's lucky that this is the best I made all week. Look there. I'm gonna fight then. Essentially, what the baby? I swear every time I told him I was just coming to perform a funny babysit, not a move. I told him I was just coming to perform a little bit. Tradition has it the boy of a certain age must fly here on the wings of tomorrow, do 3 treasures in the ruins, and bring them back to the village. I haven't yet. Since you came all this way, why don't you find some yourself too? Now remember the 3 relics, no more, no less. Or the ghost will get you, haha. Right then. back to Kenan. I guess that means it's a tie. Oh well, anyway, what are you waiting for? Show me what you got. Chains that were used on prisoners, a stone tablet, and a snub. And here's the key that opened that cell door. And you guessed it, this place must have been prison before a flood. Of course, it couldn't hold anyone now, except for the ghost. Of course, boo. Anyway, I should get back to the village before that causes another flood for all this crime. No, causing the flood right now is on me. True? So that's our secret? Okay. Traveler. Good chance I hope we catch you anything. If you by any chance in a journey across the realm, those creatures went to mortem. And then we could try to hope I was alive and a more merchant come in town. I was what I saw. I fear that there is a matter of most pressing business. I asked for around the village. Everyone seems to be some serious suspicion seems to be downright frightened of the little fellow. I suppose that they don't blame. You don't see many of these after all. Not the middle of pudding. Anyway, I would appreciate if you handle this task in my stead. You would say I'll see if they do this. Anyway, if you want me to help you, you're gonna have to come back another time. We search for the harpoon popping, and I kind of dropped it, but it's always stuck at the bottom. Here's a question. Maybe you can dive down and touch it. It's not to the bottom. I saw you sitting down there. You were just on a life experience. Grandpa asked Papa. Grandpa said that one day the forest was full of them. One day I will come back and save us. Just say that huge and swim tomorrow. You need to get back to Papa. You're coming back too, right? I'm sure Papa will want to thank you. Unlike me when I was his age, he's a good lad who loves his sea and is proud of his mind. He lived a simple life in his parts, but not much in the way of coin. Highly adventure would that is fine with me. The boy is the only treasure I ever needed. Yes, you're right. I'm afraid he's come to the wrong time now. Just chewy, salty fish liver, and this must be many more. The bigger coin to put this in the belly. This bottle I've seen before, yes I have. You were sent by someone not to know, and I have the perfect thing Take this in turn and let the villagers rejoice and resound. Full of brim of plumpy, juicy, squirmiest worms you ever see. I know it's tempting, but try not to gobble gorge yourself on them. Back to more someday. Yes, you are the most welcome by my shop. I will assemble the finest, shiniest pots for you. Yes, I will. I feel like these guys will make better beast quests, but I think they've already done them. So plump and juicy. I can almost see why more enjoy. Perhaps not at any rate. Our fishermen will enjoy it. Bait like this will sure become healthy brand. I mean to make a point that this will be now pop it out to go brushing out the more. Eventually I was convinced then that the little fellow aren't so bad after all. They're actually quite charming, wouldn't you agree? Anyway, thank you, friend. Perhaps I'll have to go. Oh, sorry, friend, my sense of humor turns out for you more bit of late. Unfortunately, my last keeps me here. Perhaps we deliberate fish in my stead. Yes, tell the girl I am certain the product will prove worth the wait. Demo I'm taking. Around here I've saved this woman down. I'm sure about time I need. Though it isn't my luck. The investigator first has gathering some of these parts. Flora or fauna. Some such. I've been tasked with looking after her. Now she's wandered off somewhere to come back. There are pirates around here and worse normally I'd say if they're fool women once if there's a kill she can be on guess. If her dead body washed up in the soil, I'll be the one taking the blame. That's a little less appealing. Anyway, if you see this bumbling wench around, tell her that Fudge said to grab whatever it is that she's doing. Part of my outburst quite easily. Whatever you are here, finally, is there something you need a little of me? Well, serve it. You won't have get that tight. I won't head back to that at once. But just one little bit. I need to make a face on my profession, which is this place and dropped them while running away, crying, things and a pirate before me. So that means the company. I pursued plunder. I thought you was a generous cut. It's just three little things. I feel no good. Or a pouch.
that I still get back at night. Doing your effort. I think that tender heart lies behind his dormant. Thank you, Kaiser. That's all. Not to think about all of the content of the advice. Only trying giving them precisely what they want. Oh, I do it. They want to give them free. They're doing a lot of fishing, a lot of fighting and dying. That's why I simply refuse to keep them. I'm one of the fishermen have their try as well. Sometimes the job is just up to them. You know, I'm sorry for asking you to do it, but I'm sure you have. The same as me though. I'll be trying on fish either way. Doing the same much advice to give her talking to. The next time she comes here, she better watch her back. Because I swear to her, I have to fish her little body up. They gave me a tongue lashing like pause. But why on earth did he get the power and then out there? After I never met a man more fit to serve as the elder of the village. They call Sullen. I would please be surprised if their name and take after him. I know that the name is far older than that, but it came from the down faces that many fishermen come to wear. I also know that all of them. That's what included. I asked him what the soul of this town. It's just honest. And I'm afraid to Sean Wilson incredibly appreciates all these stuff today. Because of the old up. I could have died and come back to his back. And if mother finds out you want, well, I don't want. Oh, hello, Mr. Traveler. What can we do? Did you hear about us talking about the treasure? Well, it's too late now. We're secrets. Just promise you won't tell anyone where we came. We just found a bottle with all. Just look at these all over the place. Have you haunted the treasure? Maybe. Going if they're going to cut a snake, please, won't you go for us? I want to be one to dig up the treasure, but fine, we can go as long as the treasure far away. We're the only ones who found the map after all. There's a map, the treasure buried east here, right? When the hell did she find someone human? You see the same with the architect. I mean, it's nice to meet you. I'm gonna dream of being here or going on, but I'm a fisherman. I reckon most likely be just fine. Yeah, just sitting. Let's build a wall and just time to help Charles push the trigger button. It's probably look at me like that, right?
either, but I told the truth. He wasn't always like this. There were not the time he served as a Christian gun, but over time, the sheer terror of the seniors got the better of Amanda. One day he just packed up the things and came home and said the realm has enough heroes already. He was happy to live out there until it. I don't imagine he'll ever again be like he was a boy, dressed in plain armor made of buckets and pretending to be a sellsword Radiska, bravely defending his. His son brother, I thankfully to him came here with. Why he pulled his own way, of course. You know, I should be getting back to work myself. Fight you for it. You know, crazy people that worship the lightning. We've never found a treasure out too. What? It's okay, maybe worse. Oh wait, Jesus Christ, I realized Alpha knows afraid of water. A silver to your bathroom, although the size is probably fair.
Wir Sach, Bilan Bismail.
Sorry for the silence breaker. Had to sneeze.
Fallen si lor wislan.
Praise
Ada
the
si
Lord
alina.
of your back and your breath. I wait for the second said I was only to sleep.
Oh dear. I don't need to speak Fey to know that didn't go well.
My snake yak! You've learned to call me at last! And where do you go? On a trip? A journey? I knew you wouldn't give up without a fight. Oh, my precious mortal, I shall help you in any way I can. Yes, Bismail win picked. Van dromi drom yakum. Van red rithyer. Be sure to scrub this one's teeth for him upon your return. It's only good manners.
It will be done, Your Majesty. Our deepest thanks for your timely intervention.
An agreement is reached and your departure is at hand. You wingless ones best hold on tight. May the blessings of the Fae keep you safe, Inba.
Wrapped in my breath, I was seized by the
And just like that, it's all gone back to the way it was.
What was you expecting? 100 years of honey and rainbows? Seeing them Yulmore types wake up and smell the ashes was miracle enough for me.
Ah, the magic in the air when that ladder started moving. And when that great hulking Talos rose up. Gods. I could live 1,000 years and never behold anything so amazing.
What the? Do you see that?
It's not stopping! Run! Run!
I have enough fun to this pleasant. Your journey be a safe one.
Wow.
The breath of Bismarck. See how it swells to form a dome beneath the waves? The waters recede. The Tempest's floor is laid bare. In defiance of the blinding sky, this place holds fast to its gloom. The last refuge of he who denies the light with every fiber of his being. You stand at the precipice, hero. Journey unto the heart of darkness. Finish it.
Powerful indeed to be the dome of this night. I can only pray to whatever God are listening to religion.
Thought they did a good idea, but I was wondering what Kenan was doing down here. Not building. Of course, Ethan. As far as Mr. Hawkins. Our soul. Alright, what do you do here? But so this is more important. How else every youngling seeks the goal, was others you have forgotten our history and with the now wonders search of new will until they come in. Call them and many alcohol. And to honor them with preserving the place and outlet. Oh yeah, out of disrespect, but I bid you with that. And take it. Better way are you? Meditation. More this. Yes, ah, man, you don't watch that again. You've listened to the point of my goods are. Yo. They followed me. Why have you come? This is where the Hondo make their home. I've wondered. Pray forgive us and forgive us you've caused. We're not aware of what your people lived here in the Tempest. We need a great dome of air that might conduct a more urgent search for a beg of you. We're earnest. What are we to do? Are you emissaries of the Ancient One? This mark? Mysterious have stirred. We have the illuminated and through the gloam of the abyss. If you're chosen, I bid you welcome. If you are not, I bid you leave. I am not sure I understand. Are you willing to elaborate? No, I suggest we withdraw for the moment. I already used the Aether portal, by the way. Given your condition, I am reluctant to suggest that lingering here. As said, our presently hindering search would proceed far more swiftly if we call upon the Hondo. I would like to know more about this illuminated land Kenan spoke of. Could it be myself strong with we suggest those? Perhaps he lit the lantern upon his approach. You can dismiss the possibility, but if these Hondo refuses to speak with us, do you remember my first scheme for Interjumma? I planned to integrate myself by offering lucrative training opportunities to Hondo. The individual I dealt with this serious custom, but we were able to believe that with the right approach, we can build a similar What kind of approach did you have in mind? The Chief and Phyllis didn't leave us many options. If we are to tread swiftly forth, then we must indeed locate its beginning. It is our old, too dramatic arrival have thrown this settlement. All such we repulse, assure our hosts thereby are here a bit inimical to them. They may yet prove I smell chores, but very well if we think we better do. I do worry what will happen if the unknown hill ends up leading us to a dead end. I can't say for certain, but I sense the tribe has deeper connections to the Ascians than first meets the eye. Born for it that I would cast my vote in favor of aiding the settlement. Do what we do. Then it's still, you should look ready to proceed with your investigation. The rest of us will about fostering. The very fellow I did business with prior on an ill-fated stay in Yilmore. I waited you did not come, then the mistress came, but his visit did not continue. True sorry, Bishop. Things did not proceed as planned. Is there aught we do to way of an apology? Perhaps wait during the tavern in the north. Grand have if not your crab. You're a swift swimmer. And then there is no water, we run. There are scuttles behind, snipping and snapping with their claws. There are too many of them. Too many. Right? And your sister there. I do like some crab. They're not. If you're not on a task, you're most welcome to join me. I appreciate the company where they.
I'm very consistent, like not dying. Ow. As I expected. Stealth me, Estrella? You cracked the shell. You're much stronger than you look. You've reached your quota for skin. I shall never be your equal in such task. You'll get used to it. I would say we've reduced the local crab population to far less threatening numbers. And thanks to both of you, you must have a reward. This is part of my apologies. Do you remember? Besides, which lack of water is our doing, for which we must also make amends. I can bid you tell us something about your village. Instead, I will let you. I will like very much. Before the flood came, it came that our ancestral home was found in the seas of the south. It was early destroyed by the light. Only who remember how to survive. They swarmed aimlessly and lost until they splendid buildings here onto ocean floors. Strange buildings that were long stood the water. Yet somehow they were spared the scars of time and current. The structures provided shelter for my people, the protection from the tempest, turbulent water, predators which haunted them. The very existence seemed of a miracle. The first shelters pondered their good fortune. It was clear that the race who had built the wonders have guided their course. From this discern the truth. The ancient had chosen to serve as the carrier until time they returned. Is the judge of coming. This very vanishing water was designed. You will find warm welcome here. It astonishing history, yet I cannot help but wonder how would the significant or otherwise bless us the protection of prosperity. If your presence serves to bring us this fame, then will have no doubt in the matter. It would seem our earliest decision was the correct one. We'll continue to do all we can to assist your people should you desire our help with any post-praise. Only do not overexert yourself, my friend. The risk far outweighs the gain. Oh my god, look at that. Look at so many quests opened up. I'm gonna be here for a while.
about him, did you? If you're worried about a shot, check the description, but come on. I'm curious what happens if you say yes. I'm just gonna like. Let's begin living together once. I'll make. What? Alright, now let me go back to my original answer. We'll just switch here. After you left to village when we both lost turkey, I ate so much like I was gonna burst. But please, I couldn't think. I take it you are no longer plagued by nightmares? No, I once had fun dreams like this one. It makes me want to wake up again. Surely, if that's what you want, it can be arranged. I have some choices to do. I better wake up now, so long. Mind that pixies aren't to be trusted, nor... Of course not, it was just a jest. I prefer mortals alive and happy. Have you know, dead and unhappy ones don't give... nightmares to vanquish. That's a good thing, based on the preliminary sniffing. The stench nightmare is contrary more stupid. Can you tell us what manner of dreams are common there? The common dreams are to do with water. Both going thirsty, searching for a water hole, that sort of thing. So there is neither simply safety and survival. That's the reason that the region is on still desert. Without further ado, let us begin to make a more search for source of nightmare. A dull place. There's a single pretty flower around it. This is a revolting worm everywhere, and people eat them. Yeah. Just thinking about it makes my stomach turn. Each their own. To me, it's quite palatable. I can imagine them bursting in the mouth. At least there's slimy goodness within. Perhaps I should take some better. Think about it. I'll murder you. Nightmares at any rate. Speaking of which, we should get to work. As before, we're looking for a slumbering child. There be many of them in such a... How can you be sure the child will be sleeping? The last time it induces a unnatural drowsiness. Whose effect it cannot resist. Please forgive me. Don't worry about the boy. The boy has been getting much sleep of lately on account of the nightmares. Something you need? Just getting nightmares, say? Well, it's no secret my son has them. We were traveling through the desert when his sister... I'm sorry, it's still too fresh now. If you excuse me, I got some errands to run. Don't worry about the boy. He's safe enough sleeping there. Plan on heading outside. Be sure you could carry plenty of water, alright? Out there, it's a matter of life and death. Boy's painful grip of nightmares, yet he gives off no scent. He's the source and no mistake. A Tempest before his father returns. Have it, Intel. Pleasure. I like this design of this kid, very like. What's up? And I create a watery friend together. If you give it form, you will get hurt, of course. The other members are no match for us. We'll take care of this one like we did the others. I feel like a storm is raging in my belly. Oh, I wish you torment me. I only want to fill this hole in my heart. That hole when a friend used to be. Alone inside this cramped old castle, how long to see them? I can't wait. I'm a hurricane, gotta be sick. Come back up inside the village. Ah, blue worm. Good. See, that one was quite stormy. You did. Depend on as ever. Come, let us get back to more stuff and look on a child. We'll leave the talking to you. Sounds good. Hey you, weren't you just... Oh, you're still here, are you? Did you know that? Suppose, don't laugh. But I think I met him in a dream. Dream? Well now, isn't that amazing? I said don't laugh. Sorry, it's just, I remember when you were last so lively, but let me... What kind of dream was it? It's hot and ill. Same one? Then I'm sorry I wasn't here. It must have been harder. No, it was different this time. This man, he appeared and trounced the water monster. But that's not all. At the place where the monster fell, flowers began to bloom. It reminded me of a promise I made to Enel. The promise that one day I feel. I see. One day, you will make your sister's wish come true. Was there a flower back behind? Well, we have to go now, but wherever you are, I hope to see you again. Thank you, Pale Pixie, for helping me remember. Pale Pixies? Boy, it was Willigan, another job well done. Was thinking Anlad. What did you suppose? As I understand, his little sister died of thirst in the desert. Latching onto this ordeal, Anlad had planted a nightmare in the form of the water monster. And though we were the ones who helped conquer the nightmares, it was the very existence that brought him hope. That nightmare brought him hope? It was certainly something to chew on, but for now, let us to Len Meg. Another gate awaits. Next world. It's gonna have to be, so this is probably flower thing given. Nightmare is you and yours were claimed appears to be. Is that a pop? Oh, that's a pop. Huh? Oh, it's gonna pop now. Now and lad is strange, but I can help but feel as though I know them. As you know, I built a little mech together with a departed best friend, but maybe, just maybe, that friend has. No, it couldn't be, it'll be silly. You set titanium free, Kaiser. Everyone knows that. You mean to say that your friend was a previous Titania? As then, they weren't Titania yet. They were simply a kind-hearted pix who saw fit to befriend me, eccentric as I am. Here we built a little mech together. We had the finest dream. And why? No matter, I want to protect our garden like they protected all of us sin eaters. I see, close as you were, it is passable. You sense your friend is in another form. The dreams of being alone in the castle suggest indeed. Yes, it may. I do not see how Allah being the reincarnation of your friend. After all, pixies are born from souls of children. But wait, could it be that this aether that is gathered? You know, never mind. I'm sure I'm just being sentimental and silly. Pixies have to overthink. Let us do something fun. Further said it, like filling, honoring. Another beast quest added. Jump order as an activation after proceeding assembly. Beat the pro and see if there's any. You're happy to know that the charm your friends fashioned us worked efficiently. We're able to reach deeper depths than ever before. And thanks to the restoration, Restella is all but complete. You simply must see it. You records have turned into us have confirmed that the interception of the history that you exposed was indeed. We came up to it seems that the Empire Bunker would offer individuals persons of race that conquered as living things and the marketing of the first steps. But this was not a simply cruel tradition. Once they conquered, peoples have recognized their wrong. They are welcome into the wrong society, given the chance to serve the Empire peacefully, prosperous, and lives under this. It is a somewhat chilling tale, but we must be grateful for our ancestors who gave their own lives that we may follow the might of them. I think that I'm only alive today because the forefathers spilled their blood. It is a bit digging out once, but I'm sure indeed on our explorations we found what appears to be an entrance on leading deeper levels of the cave. I have little doubt. I have sent a team below to activation Ernest. Core. Great news about below. News appears not good. Again, I swear, if Vikatara did not have rotten luck, we would all have not at all. What did you find down there? Entering the second stairroom, we came across a shrine to our protector, Oxdullan. It appears to have been ravaged by the beast that lurks below. Still, it stood after all these years. A shrine, you say? No, that it was erected by our ancestors, most likely to ward off some great danger that lurks. This was my thought as well. A cave-in, a flood, a fearsome creature from the depths. We were too fear-stricken to press onward, not knowing what manner of calamity must press on somehow. The cave cannot appeal to Donnie somehow, that he might protect us all. Perhaps there is a suitable ritual for the occasion. Sadly, there is. I fear it is beyond my knowledge. I know one of my bunny girls that help. The villas are nothing if not well versed in rock tradition. I believe the one with the colored knife, Master Lino, was it? I hear she has lived as long as Tentacles. Yes, I am certain of the knowledge that will long lived as they are, the wisdom they have passed through that generation doubtless rivals that which ancestors recorded. If anyone can help us, please take me to Fana at once. We will meet there on a night that I might partake in the deep knowledge of ancient knowledge. Says once again with your presence, I will bring it down as soon as I decide where my destination will be. Welcome back. From better or worse, a little chance with me since we last met Pina too. Says Raven. Raven, funny. We heard rumors of Kaiser have returned to the Great Woods, but not expected to visit us. Seeing you brings back memories of olden times. You knew my ancestors? I'm older than you, my little friend. Anyway, the answer is yes. Have you heard of he was a close friend of mine? Calling up you. I do believe I took a family tree, but if I recall correctly, she is my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother. It was that long ago, wasn't it? How quickly the years fly by. Still, I am heartened by your presence, young. For many years after the flood, I feared we may never see one of your kind again. Welcome back to Kenan. What brings you here? The history and reclaim the knowledge lore of their ancestors. Admiral go indeed, and doubtless not a simple task. We would be honored to lend you our aid. We forge the bonds between our people that were so strong in the days of Ronk. Now, do tell me more about these tunnels. Your sister has quite a weakness for ancient Ronka ruins and relics, you see. The truth, I've been preparing to leave a great journey the realm, but if it require my aid, perhaps I can postpone my departure just a bit longer. 3. It would seem that the great serpent smiles upon our partnership as well. It's auspicious indeed. The knowledge of Katari lies here. Very little, I'm afraid. The tales of I can remember hearing from my dear departed friend and no more. Sadly, the precise details of my rites and rituals are beyond my recollection. Yet I do recall some mentioning the Katar's Oxidalin were remarkably similar to a form of our own tradition. It has surprised me. I guess how closely our two people were headed in those days. To teach you one of our own traditions, perhaps you can adapt it to your own purpose. You would do it for us. And first, we must need to prepare a similar altar performing the rite. Find ourselves the liver and blood of the ancient beast together, the roots of a rose near blood. Yes, I do believe this. I know the way to the beast of the woods, leaving the honey to me. As for the final offering, I think Kaiser would deliver with your coin. Meanwhile, I will teach the ritual to young or here, where the passage in the tunnel is larger. We would accompany ourselves the last. Don't worry about the good. I learned the words in Witcher as well, and Dallin will hear our plea. You wait and see. Your spirits one will be forward. Forgive me, I will do my best now. Let us all reconvene in Hope's Chapel. We are finished with our other task. Every day we reunite with friends from an age-long past. Offering with there you go. This is a surprise. Very well, Sophia. The charger and the bills arrive. We shall be second phase of the excavation. Why must you look? Why? Look at all you concerned about. I heard there were industrial people, but to see the wine is impressive indeed. I am Fanal. This is my sister. We have come to assist you in the ritual which your son and Dola told us. Please accept our apologies and make a fuss too close to our village. But without properly paying respect, I fear I've been preoccupied with my duties here. There's no need for that, friend. It is we who shall apologize for our sister, who gave us such a fright upon your return home. As you know, our people were strong friends, allies in the days of Ronka. The honor to reforge those bonds in the present day. Should you require anything of us, you need to buy, say the word. Receive, we have all the offerings needed to proceed with the ritual. You remember all the master and taught you. First, say the words, and 100 times over, I will do what Master Leno and my people are proud of. Hope so much, son. Very well, let's begin. Avatar, the exception, what's the meaning of this? Really? It looks the same, huh? Let's put it below. But we found a secret still, I fear. Much as alas, it proved too massive to carry on the surface. This will be upon our next session. The armored clad fellow arrived. Let out a mighty breeze. Well, I can confess to understanding how important of this. I can summarize that the serpent once again wishes for us to call upon the wisdom of the ally Ronka. Restore this form. Yet much as this engraving, whether so small, I have no doubt that they would signify I would hear my son's theory first. Which, let me see. One marking was clearly on Laville knocking a bow that I couldn't make a semblance of its arms. image of villas of stone. How fascinating. It's the first time in history on Ronka Empire, no doubt. The markings, having befriended the benevolent Ronkas, our people have met the villas, hunter, and so they threw their hands in the air in glee. That is most optimistic. Yet I feel more logical refers different doubtless. Bills came upon our ancestors, small and scurrying around about the forest, and took them for prey. Fascinating arrows pointing at their hearts. Our ancestors threw up their hands in sheer terror. So it was the Ville's newcomers. So it was that the Ville's newcomers nearly came into conflict with them. Our legends tell of how a goddess Yixamel guided our people to the forest, but says little about what awaited upon our arrival. As far as we can say, both theories are more than plausible. No, I will say no more. I will ill-hope to stick my nose in matters should be written by themselves in any event. We are pleased that we are able to contrive your cause in some small way. This is how are you in history? The kid, but because again, the girl literally said that they've been her friend. There's something said about it. I don't know. part of the Roman Kenan. I mean, the others move over. So come join us at the usual place. Alright, nice. Even stand a chance against the fence if we blow their heads off. That's why we need a Kenan. The bigger the better. Of course, there's no Sint eaters back in Watch time. They did troll ingenuity. Right there. Aren't you afraid I was self-serious because? And why did you even invite me to this meeting in the first place? Well, you want me to finish building these tanks, don't you? Our reasons might be different, but we work together at the same goal. Yeah, besides, you already built the brewery, ethanol mill, and shared a bunch of your secrets with us. You're on board whether you like it or not. I didn't agree to become one of your lackeys. I come and go as I please. How do you know I'll do the stuff about the city that isn't some elaborate ruse? You couldn't be building these war machines to attack Comra. Well, we weren't planning on to, but now that you mention it, that's a load of claptrap, and you know it. If we want to invade Comra, then it's our easier snatching the helmets off. You wouldn't need no tanks, neither. You'll help us. Okay, that's all. Alright. Ain't that right? Yep. That's very noble, I'm sure, but one only here for one thing. Watch Hammer. If getting my hands on it means I have to help you, idiotic plan, so be it. Idiotic? That's what's coming from you. Maybe you should wait until I finish explaining about the Kenan before you start judging. You mean to say the Sith Eaters won't run away if they're injured? What? Weird? Well, what have we gotten ourselves into? I assure you that you kill them outright. They won't be able to get up if you blast them to the rain. A nice bite of gunpowder should do a trick, but won't just be told not to blow yourself up in the process. What the city is, haven't you tried suggestions? We can try to eat it and look good while doing it. Well, it got my vote. The only method I can think of is a crystal ether that releases it in one go. So I thought I'd see it, but this is rather outside of over Clement. He used to be an engineer. You're willing to try, I guess. It'd feel a lot better if you come with me. The moral spoil, like, tell the truth. I find her a bit intimidating. Anyway, let's get going. It's been a while since we met. I can't for letting me remember how they take their tea. The beer, of course. Thank God you're here. I was afraid I had to talk to her myself. Although it was nothing. Valley-ho, old crow. Bloody hell, I see your manner has improved the last time we've met. Whether it's you get spit out, I got guests arriving soon. You want to split the tank of Aether, Kenan? So you could have more stardust in the head of yours? Seems like a backhand compliment to me, but it'll take all the same. But I must admit, I'm not used to working with Aether and whatnot. Don't suppose you know anything about it. Matter of fact, I'm one who designed the crystal cannon lining the walls of the Catherium. Now you're pulling my way. I had a lot of strange coincidences lately, but that's not even remotely feasible. Wait, you're serious, aren't you? Of course I am. But if you want me to share a secret, you better make it worth my while. I know where this is leading. You're gonna send us to the ends of the earth with some gosh-sticking errands just to test our resolve, aren't you?
No, you bloody idiot, that's not what I meant. Oh, listen, I have some friends coming over for tea. I want to pair of you to join us. Tea? That's slightly less careless than I expected. What does that have to do with anything? If you shut your pie hole, you'll find out. My guests are twin sisters who supply caravans from the runaway spirits of Northern. I reckon they'll have more than passing interest in buying those Tentacles. You mean to tell me when we can make a profit of these things? I'll plan on giving them away for nothing, but I might as well take the opportunity to line my pockets. So your friend's not much of a businessman, so you better do the talking. I still have some things to prepare before my guests arrive, so give me a few moments, would you? All I have to do is shut up and let you handle it. Now everything's over, we will begin. Try not to look so tense, dear. Disengage and we just apply caution and expel the virtues. Choose the best response and generate the interest. Plus rental will take several minutes. Pleasure to make a acquaintance. Word tells us you're in transportation business, much like you. You're very rather hoping that you will come, for those who will probably or the rather serious, terrible, irritating, and very good method. This figure is engaged in construction of a vehicle capable of holding on. Well, that does sound rather impressive. This could be precisely what we needed. Anything is heard, the role playing could deal with them before they get anywhere near. Seems like you got your way of words. Keep up this and they'll be putting on him. It does occur to me, however, that this seems awful to me. Those used to work with Amaro may struggle to operate these. Oh, you just don't pick the less stupid, less braggy answer. The one who's never seems to me. Can you drive a machine? Whatever next. It's a surprisingly good idea. If they could give instructions about Marina, anyone could do it. Quite an elegant solution, I must say. You just made that up, didn't you? Oh well, we can work out the later. Now, carry on doing what you're doing. So, this is all intriguing, young man, but I feel much more comfortable business with to see your face. That I may better read your intentions. Though I do not lack your sincerity, I consider it out of courtesy. Want me to take off my helmet, but I beg your pardon. That was incredibly rude of me. We have much more original lessons before us. You were very kind and serene to prevent any present. Thankfully, Kaiser, if you
think we've covered most of the prelude. This, however, one last thing we should ask for. What do you think we sisters value most in all the world? Your answer, please. The perfect answer. What will life be without a little excitement? What would be more exciting than a person's enterprise, such as the one you are proposing? It seems with our business acumen in attempt, we have a match made in heaven. It is, and they really taken a shine to you, it seems. But while running and rolling tankers, you are almost certainly secured buyers of the tank. Of course, seeing is believing. Once the thing is finished, you should put it on demonstration. We'll all be interested to see what those ATR cannons in action, but actually getting them up and running will be no easy. You, I know just a man to point in your direction. I'll write you a letter of introduction requesting that he'll help you in his endeavor. Are we done yet? All this being polite warm me up. The distant rumbling things I hear, or perhaps I'm getting ahead of myself. I saw that too, what was that? Also serves for the one who's here. The scenery here is to die for. Little gloves rough. The ballistic do look a bit imposing, but he's strong enough. Again, if you doing the asking, I'm sure I could be more happy to help him. One of these days, the people know about climbing over each other for a chance to do me a favor. Let's wait and see. Until then, I got a lot of work ahead of me. Now let's get going now. Knee-high stiff toes. You didn't have any? Gotcha. I'm up to your place. What can I do for you? And below their bloody head off, that's the plan anyway. Oh, it's an Aether-based firepower you're after. I have just the thing right behind me as it happens. A model mass-produced with install perimeter of the Crystarium, specifically to deal with Sin Eater's assault. Those bastards soon will give up the ghost after I blast them. The sound of that. I can take the credit of the Crystarium to lower that, though one originally designed it. I suppose you could call her my mentor. If she says I'm interested, then who am I to refuse? Now let's see about getting you copies of the. There's the part I take it. That's the Loretta. I know. Behind that strapping tongue, he's one of the most caring people you ever meet. I expect she appreciates what you're doing, especially during what happened in Allminister. It goes without saying that we're here in the city are grateful for everything you've done. You're an inspiration to us all. At any rate, every scenario your tanks put is one less for our soldiers to deal with. So sharing those plans we can do. In the mention, meanwhile, I'm looking forward to hearing your success. It will be long before the tales of Rollins' tanks are on the lips of everyone in Novigrad. Got the cans to build? The anvil. After we got more done than the rest of us put together. So people say, hello hero. I suppose being the most trusted friend is the next best thing. Tell her that. Alright, more as a can to cut those. You're pretty good. And then making a project. thinking about it. I reckon if 2 things put together, it shouldn't be too hard for someone as good as you. Usually you'll find something you need or a clever bloke to come with something. Here you go. I'm spent on that engine. Once I built the science team with the Kenan, that thing I thought it must be another 100 person, the more of the same as quick and cheap as possible. Not that I'll be cutting my nose. More of a thing that things are the future. And it's very occasional. Subscribe to me all the time. Like I said, this is Kenan the Legend OP. I'm just like a scenic video. I'll be with you.